Greetings! Welcome back to another video. This one is a long time coming, honestly, as I've been wanting to do this for a while, and it's also been a decent amount of time since the last time I did one of these Bloons Tower Defense 6 videos. So this one is, well, finally here. So this is sort of a fun project I decided to embark on, where I'm gonna be trying to be doing every single map on CHIMPS. So every map will be completed, and you will more or less have, like, let's say, fresh videos to look at, in case you're looking at getting, or thinking of getting, like, a black border for every video, or for every map, I should say. And this is going to be kind of one hell of a challenge. A lot of the maps that I've done in the past, they cannot be done with the same strategy. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna go, or if I'll be able to keep this up. So yeah, let's just start off with the very first map, which is Meadow. For this one, I am gonna bring, I don't know which hero should I bring. I guess I could bring, naturally I'm gonna be bringing Soda a lot, but since I will be doing that in the near future, I might as well try to bring someone differently. So let's also start with the OG hero, doing the OG map here. But I'm also gonna go for the OG strategy to try to get like a good start, where I'm not really having to struggle too much. I mean, this is very easy, so it shouldn't be a struggle at all, but you know, I don't really want to be thinking too much of which strategy to go for, as I released the very first video of this, I guess you could say challenge, but it is kind of one hell of a challenge. It's probably going to take several months for me. I'm very, like, inconsistent in my work. I want to do something, and then I lose all interest in a matter of seconds, and then I just stop doing it. I just get interested for like 1 week, and then I get another new interest that kind of takes over. So I'm gonna go for the OG strategy with the Heli pilot, but which is a strategy that you should be able to use for every single map. That's pretty much how good it is. And yeah, it gets, like, pretty much there's a meta for almost every single map in the, like, at least the easy and intermediate maps are fairly, like, established, that you can just do this and then you'll win no matter what. Essentially, all you need is a lot of damage, because the reasons why the maps are easy is just because they're long, meaning that they're not particularly tricky. You don't have, like, different paths and stuff like that. And this one is interesting. I don't think this is the easiest map of the game. Quite far from it, actually. I mean, it is normal, but it is not that short, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean that long, the track. So it doesn't take too long before a balloon leaks either. But this Apache Prime strategy is more or less incredibly strong whenever you have, like, one path, because the heli pilot can just attack constantly in that one path. And if it's longer, it's even more effective because it's long, right? It has a lot of time to attack. You gotta be a little bit careful with these yellows. May have to put down something before I get the heli pilot. Okay, maybe not. There you go. Okay, I got it. I'm thinking of how greedy I'm gonna be here, because essentially I can afford this extremely early. You're not supposed to be able to afford it this early, but because of the map size, I may be able to do so. Yeah, in just a bit. I may leak some reds here. No, I do have time to put it down. I'm just gonna put it, I guess I'll put it here. And here we go. That kind of makes everything a lot easier. Normally, damn, lost my voice there. But normally, normally you need to place, like, a tower that can damage a little bit, so you can save up for the heli pilots. You're not usually able to buy it this early, but since we are in this map, I guess we can buy it early. So here you go, we get this, and all we need to wait. Yeah, I did not intend to do that. All I need to get now is the pursuit, and we are kind of, we have won automatically. That's pretty much it. We get camo for right now, so we don't have to worry about that. And we get lead popping power when we get the Razor rotors, which I notice have become a little bit more expensive than what it was previously, but would, I guess, make sense. But we will be getting it anyway in just a second, so we can take care of that. But if you don't have lead popping power and can't afford this, you would normally go for an alchemist, which you will be getting anyway, so you can buff the heli pilot as much as possible, and then later on what you would be getting is a village and stuff too, so you get camo on the heli pilot and such, but we'll be getting to that later. This is kind of, I'm just gonna go through the meta here, kind of for a lot of these maps. This is gonna be a good strategy, but I'm not gonna use this every single time just for the sake of having some fun. On the easy maps, but technically in the easy maps, all you need to do is just to have some damage all around, some tier 5s that can do a decent amount of damage, and you will be cooking. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was intending to do the Desperado, but I actually didn't pay attention and I lost, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to take it a little easier the first time around here. But this could... 42 is certainly a little bit scary. 41, I mean, with the... no, 42, I guess it is, yeah. 42 with the camos, so probably should be getting the village up when that happens. But that is still a while from now, so we have quite a bit of time to save up for that. But yeah, you will be doing that. I guess we can start with the village pretty much immediately here. Get the jungle drums first, and then we can get the raider scanner afterwards. So now nothing is gonna get through at all. Yeah, it's a very easy strategy. That's why it's kind of... I guess you could say it is the meta. I guess you don't have like a particular one, but for me, this has always been my meta. That if I can do this, it's like an instant win, no matter what, and it's very, very effective, pretty much. So yeah, I'll be doing this. We will see how long it's gonna take and how dedicated I'll be, but I'm not a serious YouTuber or anything like that. I upload like essentially 2 games, Bloons with Defense 6 and whatever the Blind Studios makes, and that's it. I used to do some chess too, but now I don't do that either. Gotta be a little bit careful. I guess that looked scarier than what it was, but as you can see, it's not that short. You know, it goes this loop here, and suddenly you're leaking. So gotta get the alchemist too. Get that up, and maybe add some faster throwing while we're at it, just so we have a pretty strong heli pilot as we do the Apache dart ship, which is gonna be, I mean, it is quite expensive, but there is no serious threat really. Once you survive round 40, you can survive for quite some time. But as I was saying, I'm not much of a serious YouTuber at all. I don't take the videos seriously. I don't edit videos. I just record and then I upload. Even if I know it's technically not very interesting to watch something like this. That a lot of people, what they do is that they make cuts and such. I just don't care at all about anything in regards to YouTube. Before I was a little bit more dedicated, I suppose, but now it's just more of a hobby thing. But it's not interesting enough that I'm willing to really be putting in any serious effort unless it's like a huge project. Like, I wanted for a long time to make a video where I was gonna rank every map, and I just never did that. I even finished the script and everything, but I never got around to it. Just because I was like, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, I've been around for a long time though. But yeah, when life happens and such, YouTube is just kind of goes to the column of a lesser priority, you know. It doesn't really matter. Views aren't exactly anything to boast about either. And I guess that's partly related to how little of an effort I'm putting in. But I thought this would be fun randomly, so I'll try to keep this up, and if I'm able to get every single video out, which is gonna be one hell of a challenge, I'm really afraid of the some of the upcoming maps. They're gonna be extremely difficult. The expert maps in particular, but some of those are easy, like Infernal, the castle map, Dark Castle I think it's called. There's some others too that are not too bad. Flooded Valley is difficult, but it's still not too difficult. But as we get to like dark dungeons and such, things get really tough, and I haven't yet completed the CHIMPS run for that, so that's gonna be exciting. I would have to really really like bring my A game when I do that one. Here it is like, yeah, obviously it's just putting down a tower, holding down a button, and the game just you just win instantly without having to do anything. But yeah, this is pretty much the setup. Now the next thing to do is to save up for the Prime, 48k. So it's kind of a hefty price, but not really. It's I mean it's not that expensive, but it is a fairly expensive tier 4 though, so it becomes quite expensive when you add both of them together. So saving up for this is the next task, and I think we have enough by around 81 or 2, because there's a lot of money there. You get like an insane amount. You still also get quite a few, but as been like in the 60s and 70s, you get a decent amount as well. But in the 80s is when you get like 50k instantly, so that's when the money really comes in. And yeah, as you can see, nothing is remotely close to leaking. It is just Quincy isn't doing a single thing. 4,000 pops there with the heli pilot already having close to 100k. Yeah, I'm curious to where I would put this. I mean, this strategy becomes easy, but Monkey Meadows, I played a little bit on Rogue Legends as well, the new DLC. I played a lot of it actually, and Monkey Meadows isn't like the easiest of easy maps, you know? I would say like it's on the upper half of difficulty in terms of easy maps, but it doesn't have any of the Bloons Tower Defense like uniqueness to it though. There are no like paths that are blocked or anything. It's just very, very simple. It's yeah, nothing going for it of interest. just a classical, certified classic, but nothing too interesting to say about it. But yeah, as you can see there, we are at round 67 already, and the Moabs aren't exactly getting through here. Just the very first line, and that's why this strategy is so strong, because it just controls this whole thing, and it has a long time to attack, so it's gonna take, like, it has like technically permanent range. That's what makes like those planes and such so strong, is that you can look at the whole map. Same with snipers, it's like the advantage. But the disadvantage is when you start having like different kind of lanes, right? To different paths to take, which we will be having eventually, but not in the easy maps. They are usually not placed in the easy column if you have two separate lanes, and it's at least intermediate, because that's a little trickier, right? More stuff to watch out for. But the next one is also one of the in the loop. It is still a long map, but it is sort of a weird one. It's so weird for me. I have never made a video on this map, and when I did a CHIMPS run on this map, this is ages ago. Like, this is like 7 years ago or 6. It's crazy. So to be back to doing this is kind of fun, honestly. Also, I may not be doing a commentary like 100% of the time, because it's way easier for me to just casually play without having to talk so much. Also, because I get no distractions. For those of you who didn't know, like I do live in Costa Rica at the moment. I have 2 kids and stuff. Like, my life is kind of different from what it used to be. Like, my daughter is soon 4. My son is soon 2. So, okay, it's more like 1.5. His birthday's in December, but it's crazy. And I'm not that old either. I'm 25, 26 this year. Became a young father, you could say. So that's what I'm doing now. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. This is like Monkey Meadow. It's like the least interesting map out there, but I will do the series regardless. I don't open up the video and check how many views I have. I don't really care. Like, I saw that Jacksmith suddenly got a lot of views, and I just stopped doing that because my OBS crashed, and I just never got back to it. So I gotta get back to that too, which I guess I will be doing. But as for the CHIMPS runs, I'll try to do one every day, because I think it's fun to do. So that's the plan, and we'll see if I can have the series run for a total of 3 months. But Once we get to the really hard maps, I'm gonna be a little bit more skeptical about that, but we'll see. So I think my prediction is coming true here because... Oh, we already can afford it, okay, yeah. So Barry Brown 79, I said 81, so it was not that far off, I guess. I guess also because I didn't purchase anything else, just literally Quincy and a heli pilot and an alchemist and a village. Next up is the MIB. You want to get that so you can hit every kind of balloon. The alchemist helps the helicopter, but you want to have the MIB for it. So there we go. And now you can just sit and relax, and we may be able to afford another helicopter, and I don't see why we shouldn't be doing that. For fun. But they're all very expensive. Like, there's not a cheap helicopter out there. Maybe I could do like a Blazing Sun or something, like the Desperado Blazing Sun. That could be fun. That's pretty cheap. There you go. We get the Wanderer and the Nomad here, I guess. Top of it. You only need 10k. We'll be getting that easily for this one, just to show off the new monkey. Desperado's an interesting tower. Pretty decent. Pretty strong with 3 fairly distinctive paths as well. So very interesting. Great addition, I would say. A lot more interesting, I think, than the Beast Handler, which I kind of disliked a lot. I've grown to like it a little bit more than what I used to, but I never use it because it's just too much of a hassle to use it. But it has the objectively strongest tower in the game, except for like super monkeys though. And that is the what do you call it, like the whale or whatever. It's just insane once you get that thing leveled up. It's crazy. One of the strongest, I guess. You could at least rival these bike mines and gardening gun. But there you go, like DDTs, nothing is gonna be remotely close to leaking here. As you can see, the heli pilot is just getting everything. 800k now. Maybe I could, I don't think I can get to 2 million, but I think I could get close to it. Just Quincy and the Desperado, they've gotten too many pops. But 2 million is not exactly my goal anyway. The goal is to just beat it, and I'll try to use, like, this strategy sparingly in the beginning at least, to try to have maximum fun. I like doing, like, my favorite thing is to do, like, Axis, to have, like, triple tier 5s. That's really fun, so I always do that. I'll be doing that often. As often as I can, really. Okay, we have a lot of money left still. We don't need it. I can try to... I guess I could place down the middle, or the bottom path, maybe? I don't know what's happening with my mouse. My mouse just disconnecting here. There you go. Yeah, as you can see, everything is just getting absolutely cooked. We're already at round 96. And my mouse is glitching out. It's annoying. There we go. Doesn't matter though. We don't have to do anything important anyway. But still annoying. You may have heard that sound. Apologies if that's the case. I'm the type when I record, I would not even check the recording. I just upload it. That's how little I care about the views and all that stuff. Like, any negative comments, like, who cares? It is, I understand if people are negative. Oh crap. That looked a little bit scarier than I would have liked, but anyway, we did it. I guess I have to take it somewhat seriously, though. There's the Desert Phantom to end the video. Yeah, but as you can see, the heli pilot is so strong for that reason. He just controls the whole lane, and that's it. And there's the round 100, and GG's there. Perfect. We did that, and I think I also got the. No, I did not get enough. Okay, but anyway, this is a new event that's going on, the sweepstakes, where you gotta be where you can like get tickets if you pop a lot of balloons. So I thought it's pretty fun to do in conjunction with this new challenge. But anyway, that was Monkey Meadow. We're gonna be that is just the first one out of a whole bunch of maps. I should know how many there are, but I'm not too sure. But as you can see, all of these maps are just easy. Okay, this is intermediate, but a lot of easy maps, and then a lot of intermediate maps, and then we start getting into the expert ones, and that's when things gonna get very, very exciting. As you can see, I haven't completed these ones. Ravine, for instance, I'm still missing that one. So a lot of exciting stuff is gonna happen in the far future, not exactly near future, but eventually. But at least that's gonna be it for this one. So if you liked it, thank you, I guess. And I'll try to push these out whenever I can. So thanks for watching, and see you in the loop, which I guess happens tomorrow. So thank you, and see you next time.